Your next bout of the evening is a 125-pound flyweight division brought to you by Bird and Gonzalez and Impact Mouthpieces. Let's welcome first to the cage, from the blue corner, Seth Brown. And his opponent, welcome to the cage, Rudy, Isidro.
Here we are, WFL 32 underway. In front of us, 125 pounds of action here in the flyweight division. Let's head cage side for the official introduction.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is your 125-pound flyweight division bout. Introducing first to my right in the blue corner, with a pro debut, record 0-0, weighing in 125 pounds, striker and boxer out of Carlson Racing. Put your hands together for Seth Brown. And his opponent across cage to my left, out of the red corner, with a professional record of 1-1, weighing in 125 pounds, out of Mastermind MMA, Largo, Florida. Put your hands together for the middle giant, Rudy, Isidro! This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds. Let's go.
This flyweight division fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. I'm Mark Charles, alongside with me, Bill Corintillo. We are here at WCFL 32, sponsored in part by Bird and Gonzalez and Titan Medical Center.
All right, here we go. Rudy in here, mean mugging. Seth Brown, 0-0, looking for his first win as a professional fight.
Rudy had the stare down from the very get-go before he hit the first step of the cage.
Yes, Rudy was
Eyes
mean
locked
mugging.
on his opponent.
Rudy was mean mugging early. Seth Brown, he said the boxer and a striker, but he's from the Carlson Gracie. Still good as jiu-jitsu. Carlson Gracie, obviously a legendary jiu-jitsu player.
I think we're going to find out because Rudy Isidro comes from a similar background where, while he's willing to fight on the feet, he's going to try to get the fight to the ground, as you can see here.
But here we go. Let's see if he can get it down, Mark. At the double under grip.
Hands are locked.
Rudy working for that takedown. Patient. Putting his head. Beautiful
Nice
trip.
Great execution. Very clean textbook takedown.
And if I was fighting a striker, a guy who claims to be a boxer, that's what I would want to do too. Take him down, make him uncomfortable, put him in a spot he doesn't want to be.
Especially a long, strong boxer like Seth Brown. Rudy giving up some inches in this fight. This is where he wants to be.
Yeah, Rudy giving up some inches and a lot younger. Only 24 years old, 5-3 as a Tapology record. That could be a lot more fights. Who knows? A lot of experience for the 24-year-old.
Now, Brown makes his debut here tonight as a professional, but this is not his first mixed martial arts fight. He had 8 fights as an amateur with a split record. And here he has a lot to prove tonight. Pro bout.
Rudy doing a good job controlling this fight. This is where he wanted the fight to be. He took him down. And it's some good shots in half guard. Rudy just taking his time. This is a, 1-1 as a pro. He's no rush here. Winning the fight on top here. If you're Seth Brown. I'm Rudy. Wizard, and you get back to my feet.
Every time he puts his back on the cage, pull him off.
Yeah, but this is not what he wants.
Seth Brown.
Giving up his back now. He's giving up his back. Huge shots here. Huge shots from Rudy.
Rudy putting the pressure on, making Seth Brown work, making him have to react here, and now that lands back into half guard. He's got his feet hooked in the cage, which is not, very legal.
Yeah, the refs usually give you a hard time for that. It is hard sometimes putting that foot against the cage without locking those toes in.
Call it the Florida toe hook. Everyone gets away with it in Florida for some reason.
Sometimes, and especially it did not help him improve the position at all. Rudy still in the dominant spot.
Rudy raining in big shots.
Big shots. Now he's locking the head up just momentarily.
Either do anything. Very relentless with his back and his pressure here.
We've seen, especially in this fight, it's the guy on the bottom not being able to get back to the field. Really stop you. You need to figure out back to your got some positions for,
How you lose rounds is all that control time. And that's what Rudy's doing here since the opening moments of the round.
Big elbow
Rudy's had
there.
him here, and those hurt.
Big elbow there. Seth not one taking a beating in this first round. Rudy content with that half guard position because if you notice, he hasn't taken his foot out. He's using that half guard to keep Seth in place so he can land those big elbows and those punches.
They've almost found an opening there to get up. He didn't scramble quick enough. Rudy known for winning fights using pressure and top dominant position like this. This is his wheelhouse.
This is his game. Seth, I think, needs to have a little bit more sense of urgency to try to get up because a couple of big shots, a big combo here, they could call this fight. The ref's looking on pretty close now. Some big shots by Rudy.
Rudy putting in great work, hasn't slowed down at all since the beginning of the round. Wow. Seth almost gets back up to his feet and back down he goes. He's covering up.
Had the opportunities, Mark. He just hasn't been able to capitalize on them. 10 seconds left. Let's see if the ref stops it. Rudy looking for the finish. Going for the guillotine.
Oh, and Seth pops out just in time to see another round.
Right at the end of the round. Seth Brown figured out a way to get out of that choke. Huge round for Rudy. Going into this second round, he's up big. That could have been a 10-8 round. Definitely won that round.
Dominant round there. Not much offense from Seth Brown. Couldn't find a way out of that maze. Stuck on the ground in a puzzle.
Yeah, he looks exhausted now, too. He went into this fight. They said he's a striker. He needs to try to keep this fight on the feet as long as he can. Try to land a big shot. It looks like he's a little worn down. Rudy looks like he's super fresh right now.
Rudy comes in with great cardio, great ground work. Almost every fight I've ever seen him win or lose, he comes in with good cardio and a ground game that's not easy to deal with.
Yeah, especially after a round like that. He was controlling the fight. It's not as exhausting when you're on top controlling the fight. So I think Rudy's going to come out very aggressive, and let's see if Seth Brown can keep this fight on the feet, because if it goes back to the ground quick, I think Rudy's going to take this fight away. He could even win this fight in this second round.
And Rudy historically doesn't have a problem winning fights, by points. He's a pressure fighter, and he wins rounds, but he doesn't just win rounds, he wins them decisively. They're not close. So all respect to him when he does win by decision. He does it very decisively.
Yep, and right back to the clinch. He's already got Seth down. Seth needs to stop this takedown. He's going for the guillotine, but I don't think it's there. And unfortunately, Seth gives up a huge takedown to start up the second round. This is not where he wanted to be.
Rudy right back to where he wants to be right here in this, but I don't know that he wants to be in a half guard. However, last round, it didn't hinder his success whatsoever.
Yeah, I think he's pretty comfortable with it, and you'll notice that with a lot of MMA guys. They don't mind being in the half guard because, like in this position, Seth is stuck in that position as well with his leg stuck under there. Sometimes, top guy, they prefer the half guard over side control because they lock that leg in, and now he's basically just raining down punches.
Cause a scramble, a lot harder to get out of that position with that left leg.
Exactly, and especially against the cage, which is the second time in the fight, cage like this.
Here, midway through the second round of 3 possible 5-minute rounds in this flyweight WCFL fight. Rudy Isidro on top in the red corner, on bottom, making his pro debut tonight. Seth Brown still looking for a path to success here tonight.
Yep, this is work for Rudy at this point. Seth needs to find a way. Hasn't had any answers off his back so far. Kind of getting pinned up against the cage in that half guard position. Not an easy position to escape.
Oh, wow, that's a tough position.
Pin the arm down.
Out of it.
All over him. Rudy is taking over in this fight completely.
Probably looking forward to standing back up at some point here, whether it be by scrambling or the beginning of the third round. This is not where he wants to be in this fight.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit more sense of urgency. Unfortunately, don't get a chance to learn these escapes while you're in the stuff you learn in the gym. Years of training, practice over and over and over again. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to come to him. Hopefully, he can use this to create a scramble, get back to his feet. But he's in a very tough spot, like we mentioned, Mark.
Yeah, and this isn't. This is a broken record for Rudy. Rudy Isidro, well known for doing exactly what he's doing here tonight, getting top position, putting the pressure on, and just dominating his opponents. And Seth Brown's going to want to get this fight back up on his feet at some point and try to create something here while he still has time.
Yeah, it's Seth's job to find a way up. Rudy. Sometimes it makes it not as exciting as what people want to see, but Rudy put himself in a dominant position. He's landing some big shots. He can all day if he fight. It's Seth's job to find a way up and to try to stop the takedown. That does not look like Seth has the answer.
Now what?
Kind of broke, trying to put his that right knee involved. lack of knowledge in positions, but
Now as the round winds down, Billy, if you're in the corner of Seth Brown, what are you telling him going out to the third round to try to create some offense and possibly a moment to steal the fight?
yeah, he needs anything and everything. If he makes it in this third round, because if Rudy goes crazy with shots here, he can fight. But if they do go to the third round, fight on the feet. Can't get backed up against the cage again. Rounds. Needs to circle more. Then done.
Rudy not making it an easy night at all for Seth Brown here. Wow, this WCFL flyweight fight, very dominant. Rudy possibly getting 2 8 to 10 rounds,
Absolutely.
as you mentioned earlier for the first round.
It has been all Rudy. Isidro going in possible round. He might be able to big shots here to end it, just like the end of the first round, making a statement at the end of the round.
Smart to blow a little gas right before you're going to get a 1 minute break.
Yep.
And he's really smart throughout the rounds, very patient, doesn't really unload or go crazy, just sticks to that same pace. And that's one of the things I really respect about fighters who are able to do that. And it's really a disciplined art to do that, correct?
Yeah, he's completely dominating this fight. He's doing what he has to do and what he knows is his easiest path to victory. And that's something you'll see a lot. Why take the chance on the feet with this striker if you're able to take him down and beat him up on the ground? It's Seth's job to keep the fight on his feet. It'll make for a more exciting fight if he's able to do that, but it doesn't look like he has it in him to stop the takedown. And Rudy still looks fresh, which, again, it's a lot easier to stay fresh when you're on top most of the time.
Third and final round.
Rudy looks like he's about to get right back after him. He's ready to go. Looks like he's as fresh as he was in the first round. Let's see. Let's see if Seth can keep it. Let's see if he can land strike something that southpaw stance.
Brown lunges in with the jab, but Rudy answers with a combo. Sort of a stalemate as both men measure each other up here at the beginning of the third round.
Yep, again, Seth needs to stay off that cage. Yep, that's what Rudy's going for. He wants to keep him on that cage. Oh, big shot. Again, gave up that takedown way too.
Oh, wow. The time it takes Rudy to shoot, and then between the time of shooting to get to a deep double leg is just so quick.
All right, so this position is going to be a little bit different than that half guard before. If Seth is able to lock up full guard, he can work his defensive grappling off his back, possibly throw up some submissions, but it looks like Rudy's looking to pass that guard again.
Rudy doing the smart thing, not staying in a position where Brown is comfortable attacking.
That's corner asking for strikes from the bottom. I would like to see him open up that full guard. He doesn't have full guard yet. If he shrimps out to his left, he can throw that leg over and work the full guard position.
Punches from there. I need you punching from there. If you get a chance to elbow to face, elbow to face.
Nonetheless, regardless of the position, Rudy basically right back to where we were. If at this rate, we'll have about 14 plus minutes of control time for Rudy on the ground. I mean, just about.
Yep, and you can tell after the takedown, the fight slows down a little bit. But again, Rudy's doing his job by getting these takedowns and winning with top pressure. We always talk about that. You're winning with top pressure. You're winning on top. He's been on top most of this fight. All right, Seth with full guard, but he looks exhausted already, Mark. I don't know if he has the energy to throw up these submissions. Rudy looking like he's going to coast to a unanimous decision victory unless Seth can pull something out of his hat right now.
I don't know that Seth is really technically defending correctly to get out of this position. He's locking up the guard, which is not really giving him any mobility.
Yeah. And And now he's letting him pass the guard. Not a great move by Seth Brown. He was using that full guard. I would have liked to see some arm bar, some triangle attempts, because that was his best, honestly, even though he was on the bottom, that was his best position been in this fight. Because now when he's in half guard, if I'm Rudy, you can hang out. Like we were talking about, he's one of those guys that I think likes being comfortable in that half guard position, landing big shots, landing some big elbows. Dominant performance so far in this fight. Rudy showing off that grappling and 3 rounds of pressure, looking to attack that neck. I'm Rudy and I'm in his corner. I'm looking for a finish. Already dominating the fight. Look for a choke. Look to stand up and land some big shots. Seth is looking for a way out here. Tossed it, postured up, and land some big shots. He could finish this fight.
Seth Brown going to have a lot to think about going home here tonight. We haven't seen the result of the fight just yet, but at this rate, he may be going home with a unanimous loss here tonight at this rate. He's going to need to get up, get on his feet, and try to create some sort of offense. And this is mixed martial arts. Things happen in a matter of seconds if you're able to create them.
Yeah, he's definitely down by a lot of points. Probably, possibly 2 10-8 rounds. Possibly another 10-8 round right here. These are fights that are tough to watch after the fight, but you can live and learn from them. And Rudy's doing exactly what he needs to win. Love to see him, step on the gas and work that finish. Crowd loves finishes. Should always be looking to finish, but again, you're coasting to a victory. You don't have to.
Well, while both men are here in the flyweight division, there's a clear size difference. Seth Brown, a much longer fighter, maybe even a little thicker. But with that said, Rudy already has a lot on his plate here, dominating a man who's bigger than him. So, a hats off to Rudy being able to finish the fight like he did and giving up basically just about giving up nothing throughout the entire fight.
Flawless performance, absolutely dominant performance. The only criticism I would say was, work to get that finish. We're fighters, we're also entertainers. A flawless victory for Rudy Isidro. On our unofficial scorecards, of course.
I'd say it's safe to say Rudy takes the victory, but scorecards, is it a 27-30? It's very doubtful. The question is it a 25-30
Yeah,
fight?
Seth, unfortunately, Seth will be lucky if it was a 30-27 because that was a really one-sided fight. The statistics have to be in the hundreds of punches to the possible single digits. Complete dominant performance.
And 3 rounds and 3 takedowns. That's all he needed. There was no stand-up. I don't believe that Brown was able to stand up throughout the entire fight.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, it was 3 for 3 on the takedowns. That's all it took. He did what he had to do to get the win. He figured out the easiest path of victory. He figured out in the first round and was able to do it for 3 rounds in a row. Looks like he's still ready to go another couple of rounds.
It does, and Brown does have MMA wins behind him in his amateur career, so my guess is we'll see him back and we will see him eventually find some success as a professional fighter. But tonight is Rudy Isidro's night. Let's head cage side to Roman with the official announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. After 3 rounds of solid action of your 125-pound flyweight division, your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Rudy Isidro, the Little Giant.
Rudy Isidro
fighter tonight, but that was a flawless victory. 3 rounds, 3 takedowns, that was all that it took. In over possibly 14 minutes of control time, I'm imagining that was the game plan.
Yeah, man, that was a game plan. Well, actually, it was kind of to feel him out on the feet. And if we get to the ground, we're just going to stay there. You know, obviously, I got to the ground, so I decided to stay there. You know, why not? You're doing good there. Just stay the ground.
Rudy, I watched you grow from Largo, Florida. I watched you as a white belt in St. Pete, training to become a fighter before you were an amateur fighter. And all these years later, this dominant professional MMA career that you're having, it's incredible.
Thank you, man. I really worked hard to get here. I mean, you guys saw me with this fight. It might have been one-sided, but the work to get there was not easy. It's a hard road to victory, and that's how you win, is you prepare hard in the gym. That's where the fights are won.
Congratulations, sir.